It's so tough. It's he'll only eat between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. That's it. That 5-hour window. And that's it. That's that didn't matter. You'll be eating up the real like 8 degrees in that 5-hour window. Yeah. Mostly 1 or 2.
What about social life, though? I mean,
Right.
you know, it's eating and drinking. That's such a part of social life, and that usually happens after 7. I mean, things don't get cranked up in my life until a little bit later.
Right.
I
I get it. And, you know, I think that when you're at that level that Dana White's at, like,
the party comes to you. And
yeah.
Okay,
You're
that's
setting
fair.
the schedule.
I think that, he's epic.
Okay.
So
I would like the idea of having a friend that could have the midday party friend.
Yeah.
That's a good slot to fill. It's very open. There's a lot.
You don't see that too much.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay, back to television programming. Thank you for the chimp recommendation. Big into that. Have you seen this this one, Into the Fire, The Lost Daughter?
No.
Oh, get ready to be happy.
Okay, is this a docu-series?
Into the Fire, The Lost Daughter. It's only 2 parts on Netflix. It's what's it got on Rotten Tomatoes? But it's got to be like 100.
I don't think there's like 5 things.
92.
92. Okay.
It's really good.
A tenacious mother unravels the complex mystery surrounding the 1989 disappearance of the daughter she placed for adoption.
Oh, wow.
And that's an under promise, and get ready for the over deliver.
Okay. Okay. That's I mean, the best documentaries are the ones where it's like, whoa, what just happened?
Right.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
Not to talk about our project, but that is something that really resonates with. Wonderhole is the thing that we're super excited about. We posted on our OG channel, 6 episodes. In each episode, we're like, okay, you might think you know where this is going, but we're always gonna flip it up on you. So just surprising people, and I mean, it's not a docu-series that like goes through different genres, but that feeling of like, what the hell just happened is something that we wanted to, that's the gift we wanted to give our fans. And it's been so fun to watch it come out and see how they respond to it. But it's just like you're saying, I mean, yeah, you undersell it. It's kind of that documentary, just because that's one of the best experiences in entertainment is when you can like legitimately surprise somebody. Like those early M. Night movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe all of them. I don't know.
When Bruce Willis found out he was really dead. And The Sixth Sense, yeah, of course.
Right. It's like, I mean, it's a certain type of thrill if you can like really surprise the hell out of someone.
And these are the parts, the episodes.
Yeah, that's what's out so far. Yep. Episode 1 is we took the world's most expensive flight. Episode 2 was we time traveled to the year 2224.
Isn't it?
And then we drank a cloud. It was 3.
The more accurate description would be you simulated the world's most.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, so everything is a little bit...
Honestly, just gonna go make a
not quite
ton of
what
money.
it seems, I guess, is the way to describe it. Yeah, so we were like, okay, you know, we took the world's most expensive first-class flight. That's a video that you've seen dozens of times on YouTube. Like, people do that.
Very successful genre.
I've heard about the videos, but I've never seen.
Casey Neistat did one. Yeah, he was kind of like the first one to like really blow up, I think. And they were like, well, we don't like to do the thing that everybody else does, but we realized the platform that we're making these videos for, we need to do something that gets the click, right?
We can go make a fuck ton of money real quick.
Actually taking the flight, we had our team build a replica of
delete this house.
Basically, it was like they redid like the Singapore Airlines
spin it around.
like the menu and everything.
And did you reveal the cost basis You had to have spent more.
Yeah. We easily spent more than we would have, because it also included.
We left that to the commenters. You got to give the commenters something that they feel like they can say. So it's like, you probably spent twice as much on this as if you just took the flights. Like, there you go. Now you feel smart.
Well, we literally, so we got.
I mean, for tax purposes, you've got to.
Yeah, exactly.
I certainly hope we did.
We got it. It was like the top flight simulator YouTuber.
Okay.
That's what his content is. Like, pretending to fly.
So we flew
playing
him.
the video game simulators.
He's in Florida, so we flew him from Florida out here to fake fly us in Burbank.
And what is that? Does that mean that you're on like a platform that needs to be?
Well,
he's not.
What he does is he's just doing. I think it's like. Is it Microsoft Flight Simulator? Is the thing that's what they...
Yeah. It's like for years, Microsoft made... even in the 90s, like, before the internet, there was, like, my stepdad, when I was growing up, would do, like, a flight sim.
Yeah.
It's just a...
And he does have, like, this kind of setup with the...
Exact now.
With the basically flight controls.
Okay, so what I'm trying to understand is it, like you, so that you feel... No. You're looking out the window.
You're just at your desk. You'll feel it. Yeah. You're just, I don't know. You could probably get a rolling seat if you want.
I mean, if you were in a plane and this guy was flying and the two pilots jumped out of the window, would this guy be able to land an actual 747?
Yes. So he can fly an actual plane and did for a while.
Okay.
So, which is why I think he's the most popular flight simulator pilot.
He's like a legit pilot.
Okay, so when you guys hired the stewardess, do you guys sit in a room and you go on IMDb and find out type in stewardess?
No.
What's that process like?
So we knew we wanted somebody to be the flight attendant, and then this woman Annie was was a friend of my wife's, and it was like she also does voice lessons. She was doing voice lessons with my wife, and then somehow we were like, oh, I think she played a flight attendant in Mad Men at some point. And then it was, oh, she'd be perfect. And we didn't know that she had also played a flight attendant in Argo and Dexter. This is the thing that she gets cast as.
Old school flight attendant.
Yeah, right.
So, is it okay to say that, back in the day, they really made a big deal out of flight attendants being super hot, more than they do now?
Well, it depends on what you're into.
It seems like a much more...
it was part of the job description.
Objectively objectifying
situation. Yeah, that's true.
That seems more fair and politically correct way to...
Right.
And how was the meal on Singapore Airlines? Because have you guys ever heard of the place in South Korea? It's a restaurant that only serves airline food. So they have airline food from all over every airline, and you can go in and... Because I personally love airline food. I don't know why, but...
Well, I think it tastes different on the ground. It has to.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Everything's... Yeah, they rolled out the bed, and it was like, well, this would be... There's more room in here.
Yeah.
Well, it's about the same amount of room.
It's great for a plane. But no, but that...
I would do that.
When you're doing that first class, that $30,000 that food is incredible.
You know what else is absolutely incredible? Outer Known. It's the clothing company that was started by the GOAT of surfing, Kelly Slater. These clothes are only as stylish as you can possibly get, as quality as you can get, but they're made in fair trade factories around the world, meaning that people are never exploited or treated fairly, and they're made from organic and recycled materials. High quality, not crappy, and when you wear it, when you buy it, you are doing the right thing. And you're supporting the Wild Ride podcast if you go to outerknown.com/Stevo and use the promo code of Stevo at checkout. And what does that get you? A full 25% off your order. Not just your first order. That's every order, every time, for every listener of the Wild Ride podcast. 25% off your entire order for everything you get at outerknown.com/Stevo if you use /Stevo and the promo code Stevo at checkout. I love my threads from Outer Known. I always feel like I'm doing the right thing and I look my best. So, one more time, go to aptnode.com/Stevo and use the promo code Stevo at checkout for 25% off every order. Now, let's ride this baby home.
Oh, yeah, lobster thermidor.
Yeah. It's not like what you're getting at, like, Delta.
Beef cheek is what I got.
Do you guys have an airline that you favor? Delta.
Favor Delta as well.
What about you?
The point thing, really, they know how to work it.
Yeah, I mean,
they know how to work it.
Historically, we've been American Airlines, and American Airlines has this upper echelon, which used to be very secret. Called concierge key. Oh. If you're boarding an American Airlines flight before they start Group 1, before it's like pre-boarding. Mm-hmm. So we'd like to welcome over concierge key.
I've not even heard it. I don't even think you can hear it unless you have it.
Right.
And it's like subsonic.
It's invite only. There's only like a certain.
So what do you get?
For example, they'll call you and say, "Oh, I see that you have a flight book." They'll meet you curbside. They'll walk you through the TSA. They'll take you and just walk you right to your gate.
They always text you to make sure that you're doing okay. Like, is there anything we can do to help you before?
Do they pick you up from a car?
No. They'll just meet you curbside, and then they'll just kind of help you along. Also, if you're flying from here to Florida, you got to make a stop in like Dallas or something like that, and you're going to be late for your flight. There's been instances where they'll pick you up on the tarmac in an SUV, drive you to the next flight so you get there on time.
That's what I've done. They do this at every airport?
Not that you can count on that always happening. But
is it like Gmail? When it first started, you can send us an invitation because you have...
Yeah.
No. But we can't invite you.
No, we got can't. And
we only lasted so long.
Oh, you're right.
So
nobody knows how they get it.
Delta looks pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how they get it. Yeah. All of a sudden, it just shows up as concierge key.
Maybe American Airlines wants to rethink who they kicked out of the concierge key program.
They don't even care.
Yeah.
But if they need some new, fresh blood,
Yeah, like Bert Kreischer was talking about it on the podcast 3 or 4 years ago. They called him and said, like, I think they're going to cancel his membership because he talked about it on an open level.
Oh yeah, so we're not going to talk about it.
But I don't think they're like that now.
We would never talk about it.
I think it's been let out of the bag, and it's a thing. But
it's like the Raya of flight. It's like, I mean, I've been married 25 years in May. So I've never done I've never been interested or needed a Raya, but you know what? I hear people who work for us talking about getting in on this. It's like dating stars, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know either, but
it's like that. It's like very secretive. They build it up.
Yeah, somebody sent me an invite to do it, and I was like, okay, and I logged on and like, here's a list of your contacts of people who you know. And so they're like, who do you know here? Because, like, the more people you know, like, the better your chances are of getting it. So I looked at, there's a couple of girls on there, and then all of a sudden, like...
Girls who you knew?
Yeah, I contacted them. And some guys, and I said I knew them. All of a sudden, I get a text message from them saying, are you trying to get on Raya? Like, it sent them all notifications that I was trying to get on Raya. I'm like, this is done. I'm done.
They outed you.
I was embarrassed. Yeah.
They outed you.
Well,
I haven't heard good things for people who got in on it either.
Okay, well,
it's got to be better than just the regular thing, though.
No, it's like there's that famous video where this girl was like going on a dating app and she missed a swipe at Ben Affleck because she thought it was fake. So it's like people like that on there.
Yes.
Okay, going back to you being embarrassed, like they're texting you, "Are you trying to get on Raya?" When, by definition, they were trying to get on Raya.
Yeah, but they haven't worked. Yeah.
Because they're already in. That's why they were on.
No, but like these are girls that I dated previously that I haven't just talked to in 20 years. But they're just.
Then what are they doing on Raya?
Trying to hook up with dudes.
Then why?
You shouldn't have been embarrassed, man.
No.
You should do it again.
But yeah,
you should do it again.
I know. They only take people with like a certain amount of followers on their Instagram.
Right,
so I deleted all my socials, so I couldn't even do it.
There's a threshold.
Yeah.
Wow. It's and you've never heard anything good about.
No, I haven't heard anything good about any dating app.
And are you telling me that Ben Affleck that's a confirmed thing. She missed a swipe on Ben.
Yeah, because
I heard it too.
She posted a video of him saying, "Hey, it was really me. Like, I was trying to get a hold of you. Like, hit me up." And this was before he got married. But
wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Where did he post this video? Hey, it was really me. Now he's the one who should be embarrassed here, not you.
Right. Did you see the look of this chick? She was smoking hot.
Okay. It's just, I find it so interesting that somebody like him would be on that. I don't know. It's just
I think but it's like dudes like that. But this was probably before when it was more exclusive when it just started. You know? I mean, where does Brad Pitt meet girls?
I mean, who knows? But like, is there more?
Where does Brad Pitt meet girls? He's dating some really good-looking girl right now. But like, yeah, he's not at the grocery market, like picking vegetables. Going, hey,
I mean, how about Leonardo DiCaprio? Right? I mean, like,
he likes the younger women.
Right? I mean, when you're known to have crushed that much beef, is it not like? I mean, especially when you factor in like 6 degrees of separation. Like, I mean, like, it just can't be safe to have sex with that guy.
Oh, that's good. That's a claim. Oh, I mean,
it seems like a reasonable assumption that when, I don't know.
I'm sure there's plenty of girls that are going to be interested in still sleeping with him. But I mean, at that level,
they'll take their chances.
Yeah, they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dangerous world out there. I think.
But see, but we're excluded from it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm perfectly happy.
Yeah.
In my monogamous long-term relationship.
I'm not envious.
But that's all the more reason why I need the concierge key. I got to have something in my life that's like secretive and echelon.
Yeah, but
upper echelon.
But the thing about the American Airlines is they do the thing where even if you're in first class, a lot of the time there's no screen. They expect you to put your phone up there and have the app or watch
Right. Yeah. They don't have that in Delta.
Delta's got screens
pretty high level.
Delta got this everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the screens everywhere.
I don't watch it. I never watch the screen. I don't know why.
You just raw dog the flight the whole time?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Hold on, I listen to music.
You don't watch movies?
I rarely watch movies. I don't know what. I sleep and listen to music.
I always try to fly with Delta. I always fucking watch movies and that shit.
I stare at the person who's staring.
They're talking about airlines. I said I try to always fly with Delta. They're all saying that their favorite airline is Delta.
You guys, because
they got the TVs on back of every fucking seat. Every plane they have TVs.
You know, the internet with everything. Like, there are very few things that I can show up on where I'm gonna actually hear about it from real people who I encounter.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And
tell me about it.
Good Mythical Morning. Like, I just saw it and been like, people were freaking out that I was on Good Mythical Morning.
It was a good episode.
Well, thank you.
The energy was so good. I mean, it's nice. We don't have a lot of people in, to do it 5 days a week for 11 years. But when we have people in, it's always a question. Are they going to have enough context? Are they going to want to play along? Are we going to hit it off? And I mean, it is definitely a top episode. We had so much fun. And yeah, when the crew afterward is like, they could tell too. Everybody's got like their list of their favorites. Yeah. So you're definitely up there. And I'm really glad to hear that you heard about it.
I heard about it. Like, I just saw that it made ripples. And I just thought, wow, these guys are massive. And for God's sakes, you should be massive, because were you, like, heaven forbid, if you weren't massive, like the overhead. Right?
Yeah,
it wasn't always this big.
It's a pretty big operation.
The overhead is terrifying. I mean, what happens if viewership wanes on any level? Like, is that like a source of stress? Like, oh my God, we've got to keep crushing.
It's funny because when you walk in at this point and you see like how big the operation is, it does feel like, oh wow, this is, and the overhead is
It's outrageous.
But every single piece
we have
has
100
been
people
added by
working here.
Every single piece has been added very deliberately when there was an idea or a project that supported it, right? And there's a lot of crossover with all the content. And the funny thing is that, with Good Mythical Morning, having done it so long, there's like an ebb and flow of how many views things get. But all throughout the years, what we've done is we've tried to become less reliant on things having to just work on YouTube, right? You've got merch, you've got our Mythical Society, which is our fan club, right? You've got all these other things. You got live events, like we do a thing called Good Mythical Evening, which is like an R-rated version live stream of the show, right? And so you do all the touring, you do all these other things that kind of supplement it and make it a little bit less reliant on just how many people are clicking.
Yeah.
Because you've got people who are committed to the brand in a way, like, okay, I want to partake in the stuff that you guys are making.
Yeah, and it's nice to have a long-running property like the Mythical Morning when you have, pushing 3,000 episodes. That's our next milestone.
Yeah.
Celebrated 2,500.
You know what? I'm gonna do something fucking stupid.
We developed this direct relationship with our fans, and there's a security there. It's by no means complete security, but with the ebbs and flows, and even if the show kind of, if it plateaus or levels off, like we've seen big spikes in the past, but that was years ago, honestly. Now it's more of like, okay, and we like seeing this as an institution, and knowing that it could go on indefinitely, go on forever. But the only thing that really threatens it is YouTube. If YouTube